Peace. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Beast Mode back in the building, man. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, guys. 1,000 subscribers. So definitely be sure to share these videos, like, comment, and sub. I appreciate all your support. Do you guys enjoy paying bills? Do you enjoy transactions? Do you enjoy, unnecessary added-on stress? Do you enjoy, chaos? Do you really hate? I mean, you can't stand the sound of silence. Do you hate having peace of mind? Do you hate having no problems to solve or very minimal problems to solve? If so, get into a relationship. Get married to one of these 3 or 4s. Have a kid. I'm not recommending you do this. I'm just saying if you can't stand peace, maybe you need some chaos. If that's the case, get into a relationship. Cause that's what it is out here, man. It's no more than transaction. Money just leaving your account. Do you enjoy paying your rent? Do you enjoy paying your car note? Do you enjoy paying your car insurance, which is essentially another car note? Okay, like you really, do you enjoy paying your mortgage? Do you enjoy paying your water and light bill? Do you enjoy paying your electric bill? You enjoy paying the gas bill? That's what a relationship is. All right. When you get into a relationship, I'm talking to men now. All right. With, to the guys that, are found to help meet someone to help them on their mission, and in life and stuff like that, and they're situated, more power to you. This video is for the guys that did not, right? But even the guys that are in relationships know what I'm talking about. Getting into a relationship these days, it's like, why? What are you actually getting? And it was these thoughts exactly that led me to, really being at a point of Mgtow is the only way for men in 2024. Mgtow and monk mode is the only way for men in 2024. All right, I recently made a video, not too long ago, but more around the start of this channel, saying why Mgtow is the way in 2023, the only way for men in 2023. And it's still doing well for itself. If you click the oldest tab of my channel, you'll be able to find it. You'll see me like this with my glasses on. But yeah, man, I'm at a point now where, it's like, why get into a relationship? Like, you have to show me, where do I benefit if I get into a relationship? A stink box, a hole, okay, is not enough for me to sit here and commit and give my commitment, my resources, my time, my efforts, my energy, my attention, my strength. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. What do you get? Where's the benefits for a man to be in a relationship? Where? Because as a man, when you get into a relationship, especially if you have kids or whatever, everybody benefits but you. The chances of you raising a child from the ages of 0 to 18 are slim to none these days. It definitely depends on the race of women that you procreate with and commit to, and, if you get married and all that kind of thing. But, it's a tricky game out here, man, and it's designed to stay that way. The system is corrupt out here, man. It's very jacked. And I know for myself, I got to a point where I just got tired of low return on investments. I got tired of, the unnecessary stress, the unnecessary anxiety, the turmoil, the problems. I solve one problem and there's another. You fix one faucet and another one's leaking. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I got tired of that. I just wanted peace of mind. I just wanted my work to mean something. I wanted my efforts to matter. And when in a relationship, it's like, well, it's not like anything. It's what it is the fact that you get into a relationship and then you start playing this game of, and I get not everybody's like this, but majority is. You get into this game where you start playing for punani points, right? What's a punani point, beast mode? Well, I'm about to tell you. Punani points is this. It's basically where after the lust kind of evaporates and dissolves and disappears from the relationship, now y'all looking at each other for who y'all really are, and you're looking at this aloof, butterfly tattoo person, and you're looking at them and you're like, all right, well, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. And then she's like, X would do stuff for you. Why would I do that? And then, this entitlement, this entitlement stuff is real. And they don't want to be held down. They want the excitement. They want the thrill. They see it as fun. But after all that disappears, they don't want to do the work. It's nothing. It's getting into a relationship is no more than a bunch of honeymoon phases today. A bunch of honeymoon phases. And people say to me, oh, you're just hurt and bitter. Am I? Or am I actually looking at the reality? Am I actually removing my emotions from the conversation and just looking at what I have here on the table with strictly logic? See, the thing is, they need you on a plantation. They need you in a relationship. Why? Because you're easier to control. Because we have access to your resources. I recently saw a video on the news where they said it was a segment where they said that men are not getting married anymore because they're putting all their money into parlays on sports betting and FanDuel and all that kind of stuff. And they said this is why men aren't getting married anymore. And shout out to CGA, man, heavily. Shout out to Better Bachelor. Shout out to Circle of Kings, and shout out to myself. Shout out to God, for real. But I was sitting there like, you got to be kidding me. Is it not the fact that these 304s are in these streets? Is it not the fact that these 304s are out here getting throttled? They're out here getting pounded and just getting taken to Pound Town consistently. They have rosters of 5 to 6 to 7, 8, 9, 10 dudes. You know what I mean? And is it the fact that these 304s are just promiscuous? Is it not the fact that they're out here just doing anything and without any shame, without anyone holding them accountable? Like that's, it's sports betting. That's the reason men aren't getting into relationships. Oh, it's the fact that men are addicted to video games. That's why men aren't getting into relationships. No. Men are going and choosing to put their resources into sports betting. They're choosing to put their resources into video games. They're choosing to put their resources into their business. They're choosing to put their resources into themselves. Why? Because these 304s are not wife material. These 304s are not girlfriend material, okay? They're not even girlfriend material, man. And the crazier thing is they want to be treated like toilet tissue. They want to be discarded. They want to just be kicked to the curb. They want to be treated like trash. It's the craziest thing. Moving forward, I've made it my goal on my channel to really show you guys more of that, which is what I'll be doing. I've recorded this video like 3 times now, but this is the one that I'll post. But it's such a low return on investment. And then you get into this hamster wheel of, okay, well, if I want the punani, then all right, I gotta clean. If I want the punani, then I gotta make sure, okay, let me make sure I send a good morning text. If I want the punani, okay, well, I gotta tell her how much I love her and how great she is, even though she's done nothing for me all week beneficial to my life. Okay, she's a major distraction and a major bill, but I always make sure to give her positive reinforcements and you're doing great, babe. She's done nothing at all. We celebrate mediocrity. We celebrate nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's insane. It's equivalent to how they give kids a trophy or they pat a kid on the back for being 6th place. Like what the heck? You know what I mean? This person did nothing. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And when I used to be one of those hardcore like now, I'm very much, red-pilled. Like I have the red pill knowledge and stuff like that. But I'm always forever learning, so I always keep that in mind. But when I used to be one of those cold approach guys and stuff like that, it's all a numbers game, bro. That stuff is just a waste, man. It's such a waste of time, a waste of energy, a waste of resources. It's just dumb. Like, why am I sitting here over here trying to impress somebody who's broke more likely than not a single mom, somebody, you know, in $100,000 of student loan debt or something around the such, you know, somebody who's just drowning in bills and debt and stress and anxiety, and I'm trying to incorporate them into my life and make them a helpmate. Fumble. Let's get ready to fumble. Because that's what we about to do. Doing that, you know. And, you know, all these things is really what got me to the point of where I said Mgtow and monk mode is the way. Like when I was in my last relationship, you know, and I saw the relationship sinking, I was like, all right, I got to plan my exit. So I began planning my exit. And on my way out, I knew that, okay, Mgtow is the way. Monk mode is what I'll be doing. Instead of me going out like I would have normally have and got a new girlfriend and all that kind of stuff and just replace my ex, and I'm gonna just play this dating game and my ex is trying to come back to me, but then I got a new girl and all that kind of chaos. Oh man, I just chose to just fall back. I chose to focus on myself. I chose to fall in love with me. I chose to go on a quest to discover myself more, which does not involve clapping a bunch of cheeks. It involves just taking my time with, you know, my craft, my purpose, diving deeper into the things that I'm interested in, you know, really prioritizing my own personal enjoyment, you know, and that my own personal peace, you know, and that's really to the point where I got, you know, and yeah, I have no regrets. I have no regrets at all. It's been the best thing ever, man. It's been the absolute best thing ever. You know, society needs us in a relationship. They need us on a plantation. You know, every time I walk into the store, you know, it's always got to be some relationship music or some breakup music. Everything conditions you to think love and relationship, family, friends, girlfriend, wife. Everything puts that in the man's head. They just feed men a fantasy, you know. I'm here to break that stuff up. That issue's for clowns and knuckle draggers and all that goofy stuff, man. I'm not here for any of that. Let's bring logic back to the conversation. Can we walk in wisdom? What's the wisest thing to do? You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm the wisest guy in the room. I'm not saying that at all. A wise man knows he knows nothing. You know, I'm very much a student, you know. But what I do know is the fact that this stuff is an extremely low return on investment. You give your commitment out and people take it for granted. You give your commitment out and it benefits everybody but you, you know? And it's just like pointless, you know what I mean? And that's really one of the main things. It was the Punani points and the low return on investment and the disrespect and all that stuff that really led me to the point where I was just like, man, I'm tired of being unappreciated. I'm tired of just being looked down upon. I'm tired of being emasculated, you know? You know, it's not that I was actually emasculated, but it was, you know, getting into a relationship with these 304s is death by 1,000 cuts. All right. Every which way they try to beta mail you. It's the craziest thing. Like, the only way to maintain your strength these days in these relationships is to like cheat, you know, and like, it's difficult unless the woman was raised traditionally or she's completely 110% on your program. You know what I mean? And she honors you and all that kind of stuff. 9 times out of 10, these chicks just emasculate you and slice and dice you up until you're no longer the man. You're not the man I met. It's a giant trap. It's a giant trap. You know, for the guys that want to get in relationships and want to get married and stuff like that, you're really playing a game of leverage. Relationships are not really about love, they're about leverage, you know? That's the biggest thing. You can't learn this from women. Women are going to tell women. They're not going to tell you as a man. And men don't really talk to the degree that we should. So that's why I'm here. You know, that's that. Because a lot of guys really don't know. You know, a lot of guys are just out here and I'm going to just get a girlfriend. I'm going to just get a wife. Okay, what happened to your last few girlfriends? What happened to the last time you tried getting married? Okay, what happened to you? What happened to your ex? What happened to your ex-wife? What happened to your ex-girlfriend? How does your girlfriend treat you in a cohabitation situation? How does your girlfriend treat you after 2 years? Does she jump on top of you and just pounce on you? Like, you know what I mean? More likely, it's a no. All right, that's just what it is. You know, the lust wears off, and especially if you get with one of these promiscuous smuts out here, man. You know, eventually the lust wears off like that. you know, and then they're addicted to new men, man, and eventually they get bored of you, you know, you being the good man, you being the moral person, you want to do the right thing. Good luck, you know, and that's the thing. You know, and yeah, man, it's just such a low return on investment, man. I think another thing, I don't think anything, but what I know is another thing that really that got to me, you know, that really solidified me going Mgtow was the fact that as a Gen Z man, Gen Z dad, you know, was the fact that all the hard work and efforts that you put into the relationship one day do not roll over into the next day. All the hard work that you put in on Monday, all the hard work, the hard efforts, the gifts of appreciation, the affection, the time spent, the ice cream that you guys ate together, all that stuff, none of that rolls into Tuesday. You go hard on Monday. Do you love me on Tuesday? That's what happens. Do you love me? What? Why would you ask that? Of course I do. Don't you know, don't you see the things I do for you? That's what you'll be saying. Don't you see how much I care about you? You know, that kind of stuff. You know, and all that goes away come Monday, come Tuesday, come Wednesday. They forgot what you did on Tuesday. That's how quickly this stuff happens. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Now, to the guys that want to have kids, all right, to the guys that want to have kids, study the laws of the land, man. Study the laws of the land. All right, this stuff is not what you think it is, because a lot more times than not, your mamas can't help you, or they don't tell you about women's true nature. You know, and that's just what that is. All right, this stuff is rigged out here. You know, you're better off putting your kids to a surrogate because you can have that protection to actually see your kids. 304s are essentially surrogates these days, man. They're not really trained to be mothers and wives, all right? They're, let alone, you know, subpar girlfriends, you know? But, yeah, you know, these 304s, man, they're, you know, it really depends on a race too, but not more times than not, they're all in these streets. And you want to have kids and stuff like that. Are you going to be able to see the kid? Are you going to be able to raise a kid from 0 to 16, 0 to 17, 0 to 18? Are you know what I mean? Like, is the kid going to actually talk to you when they're 21? You know? Is the kid going to walk and actually be, you know, is the kid actually going to be your legacy? Are they going to be, you know, are they going to walk with your morals and principles out into the world and conquer the world with what you instilled in them? Like, that kind of thing, you know? You know, is the kid gonna not, is the mom gonna cooperate and get on your program and not sabotage y'all kid? You gotta think like that, man. These are things you don't have control over, you know? And, yeah. That kind of stuff, man, should make you think long and hard. Do not jump into a relationship to have kids. Do not be out here trying to have these love babies. A lot of us were accident babies. Or you were born into wedlock, you know, but that was that. But, you know, kind of just happened, but, you know, they were married, which is essentially what marriage is for, you know, is to have kids and all that kind of stuff. Now, as a believer in Christ, it's also, you know, if you want to have sex, like marriage. But these days, man, traditional marriage is dead. You know, it's just dead. I'm going to just call it like it is because, you know, church, social media, you know, a lot of these dating coaches, the music that we listen to, a lot of it encourages you to be in a relationship. The rappers or artists that you idolize, you look at their relationship success rate. It's horrible. Okay, how many baby moms do they have? How many baby daddies do these chicks have? Look at the women that procreate with basketball players. They have everybody's kid. You know, these chicks are very much polyamorous while men are still trying to be monogamous. It's insane, man. It's truly insane. And like I said, it's a low return on investment. But that's all for this video, you guys. You know, I just, you know, why Mgtow is the way, why monk mode is the way. Okay. If you want, so to conclude this video, if you want peace of mind, if you want clarity, if you care about your sanity, right? if you like saving money, if you like being able to invest money in the stuff you want to put your money into, if you want the Lambo, if you want the yacht, if you want the McLaren, if you want the C8, if you want to take trips, if you want to travel, if you want to be that entrepreneur with the popping business, I urge you, go monk mode to save your life. Go Mgtow to save your life. I'm telling you. Because a lot of guys are out here broke dating. A lot of guys are out here trying to have these love babies. Men are still in love with the fantasy. They still are in love with the fantasy, man. The fantasy of, oh man, she could be the one. Oh man, this is the love of my life. Oh man, this is my best friend. But see, that's loving women. And that's loving who you want her to be. You got to see her for who she is, And on top of that, the love guys, the love ninjas, they don't generally understand women. They understand things about women, but they're still a love ninja. To be masculine and be in a relationship is very difficult these days. Very difficult. But yeah, man, if you choose to get married and get in a relationship, vet, man, if that's what you want to do. Don't trust these 304s out here, man. If you choose to have kids, well, keep in mind that you will be stuck with this person for the rest of your life, right? Just what it is. If you choose to not have kids with this woman, well then, when you guys separate, you're a free man. Make sure you don't put your hands on them. Make sure you don't sit here and be all emotional and beg for them to come back into your life. No. Go let them be another man's burden. You focus on doing better for you. All right? But that's all for this video, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. We out.